Good afternoon and welcome. Now, let's see, I think I'm live. So this is Pat Mayer from Pat's Stamping Place. I was having a little bit of a problem a little bit ago, so I'm hoping that everything stays okay today. I had it all set to go, and then all of a sudden it froze again. So let's hope that we stay connected. So I'm going to get started. Let me know if you are here. I have comments on YouTube, and you can find me on YouTube and Facebook, both of those places. So with that in mind, let's see, I'm not going to move anything here. I don't usually have this showing, but I'm not going to move it now. So hi Holly, welcome. If you saw the what I put up just a few minutes ago, because I kind of had some distraction again with getting everything to go live, I'm using the Magnolia Mood stamp set today. Let's flip down to my desktop and get the glare away. Magnolia Mood, and it is absolutely lovely. This has a happy birthday in it. I believe I've used the happy birthday sentiment before. But this is the kind of card that would be great for a sympathy card, anything that's kind of, just soft and lovely, and I think it's very elegant. But we've got thank you for being you, just a note to let you know that you are loved, and you can isolate that just a note a little bit and just use that too. But beautiful floral images here. So I have a very quick and simple card to make today that showcases this. Let's move some things out of the way. I again feel like I'm kind of stamping on the fly, and I am using Petal Pink because it's a soft, lovely color. So did you have a great 4th of July holiday last week? Can't believe that was last week already. Thursday? Yep, that was Thursday. And where did my bone folder go? It kind of flew out of here too. So let's just use this. I'll use that ruler a little bit. Okay. Had a lovely day. However, it did rain, so where I went for a picnic, we couldn't be outside, but it was still a lovely day anyway with lots of good food. All right, so I have a Petal Pink, trying to say that 3 times fast, Petal Pink card base, and I'm also going to be using basic gray. And I'm using the dies from Radiating Stitches. Hi Nancy Thompson, welcome. Haven't seen you live here for a while, but multitasking is what we do. And the Radiating Stitches and the Magnolia Mood can be found in the online store and the online exclusives. And again, if you're new to my channel, let me explain those a little bit. That it's not that they're just not in a catalog, let's put it that way, so that it gives Stampin' Up! An opportunity to come back and create and provide things more often than just during catalog promotion times. So the Radiating Stitches as well as the Magnolia Mood die set is online, but they can always be ordered no matter what. You don't have to order online to do that. All right, quit chatting here. So I have Petal Pink, and I have a piece of basic white, and I'm going to stamp this beautiful, I don't have the image sheet on here, but I'm going to stamp that in basic gray. I use that a lot for something that is a little bit less harsh, I guess, so I like the basic gray. And although I think this needs to be re-inked, I looked for my re-inker, and I think I need to put that on my list. Hello, Sharon, you're also from Skinny Atlas, New York. So do you and Nancy know each other? Welcome. So I'm going to put that in the middle. Oh, that is just a beautiful, beautiful image. And this is sliding around, okay? Now what I'm going to do is grab this die, not the largest one, but the second largest one of these, and I'm going to die cut that out. And you can do this with any of your images, and it gives it a different dimension. Let's see, I'm gonna go, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna go up here a little bit higher. So maybe I can put a sentiment down here. And get this ready to go on my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And for this, I'm going to be taping it down so it won't slip from what I want it, where I want it to go. And make sure that it's straight. So let's grab some Post-it tape here. Oh, good. Glad you know each other. Welcome. All right, so that was off to the side. So you can see what I did here. I wanted a little bit of the leaves down here to be showing because this is going to become kind of what I call a little eclipse card, so that I can pop that up. Okay, let's put that away. So let's put that here, but before I do that, I'm going to do some coloring, and I'm using dark soft seafoam and light old olive, just to color these leaves. Now, the reason this is slipping around so much, let me pull this up and show you. The glass mat is now available for customers to purchase, but, and I love it for my regular stamping, but for doing videos, there's too much of a glare from my overhead light. So that's the reason for that. And I just didn't get a chance to tape it down. As I said, I went upstairs and I got distracted and had a phone call, and then whoa, next thing I know, it's like 10 minutes to 3 and I didn't have anything ready yet. so I'm going to color all of the leaves, and I'm using our Stampin' Blends. I was trying to catch up on some laundry today, so I took some folded clothes upstairs, and that's where I stayed for longer than I had intended. I love the soft color of this green, and it looks so nice with the petal pink. I was just in a mood to do very soft colors today. I was almost going to do a Christmas in July card. Maybe I'll do that next week. Last week I was, I'm going to use the like air quotes here, commissioned to make a birthday card for a good friend. Actually, it's my beautician, for her sister, and they were celebrating her birthday, I think her birthday's next week, and she wanted it to be a Christmas in July birthday card. So I looked around and found actually some retired product, and then I used our little mini alphabet dies to spell out Christmas in July, and it was a big hit. It was so much fun to make, and when she first asked me to do it, I had no idea where I was going to start, and looking around, I had to the right of me a little basket of stuff that should have probably been gone long ago, but it wasn't, and it was just perfect. And I knew that a favorite color was green, so there was lots of green in it. So perhaps next week I will do a Christmas in July card and show you that card. All right, so there we have that. It's just so soft. And then I have Light Lemon Lolly for the center, because I'm pretty sure Magnolias are all white. Okay. So now I'm going to fit that back in there, make sure I got everything colored, and glue this down. Okay. Trying to keep from getting glue on me, which is what happens. And then I'm going to pop this up on Stampin' Dimensionals. So I believe this would kind of be called an eclipse card, where it pops up and stands out from the rest of the image, and where I've also done some coloring on the basic image, if that makes any sense. Okay, don't you just love to take Stampin' Dimensionals off of here? Okay, I think I got them all. I do. Because when I hold that up to the light, I can see that they're all shiny. And that's ready to set back in there. And you can still see just a tinge of the petal pink below that, not very much. So it just makes a nice, elegant card. And let's see. Excuse me. I need to get the index sheets on these because these are the photopolymer. Here's one I've not used yet, so let's do that and show you my quick way of getting the index sheet on the back here. I haven't shown this for a while, so let's do that now. So then I'll come back to the card. Let's get rid of these. What I like to do is take off that backing, of course, and then I take the index sheet off of this, pull it off. I know everybody has their own way of adding these to the back of their images. Some even don't even put them on there. Then I need to pull that off. And this is something that you need to do in good light. Okay. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Oh, that might be too much. But anyway, you can see this. And then what I do is just place this right over here. I apologize if you see my head, I'm not sure. And with good light, it lines right up, and voila, I have my index perfectly placed on the back. There you go. And someone showed me that a couple of years ago. Let's bring that back so I can stick it on there. And that's what works for me, rather than following the instructions that you see inside here. So let's zoom back out again. There we go. I probably should have done this. I'm not sure that's going to fit. It's not going to fit. So with that in mind, let's make this. At least you got to see that little process. And then I also keep my stamps inside the rubber here, so I know if anything's missing. So that's just my little thing. Okay, let's make it a happy birthday. And this does not have the index label on there, so I always have to make sure it's going in the right direction. Okay, happy birthday it is. And let's go back to the basic gray. And there we have just a nice soft little card. So we're going to need to add some more stuff to that with some bling. Let's see, what do I have over here to use? I'm going to pull out my go-to, as long as it's got a flower on it or something. brushed brass butterflies. And this is one that I've used so much, and I use them almost every time I can, especially where there are flowers. And add those to my card. So this packet is almost gone, so I'm just going to use them all. Put one of those little babies on a leaf. And okay, because I still have an odd number, so there are 5 here, so I'm going to use them up. And put one down here by happy birthday. And one more. Let's put this over here. Okay, maybe a little bit overkill, but anyway, I like it, and now I can throw this away. And thanks, Nancy. Let's add some Wink of Stella. Since the petals on this are all white, this gives it a little bit of shimmer. And I know you probably can't see that, but it's there. And the other thing I like to do okay, I'm not going to. Maybe I can do it with my scissors, is to tap, usually with my bone folder, which just went missing, and tap some sprinkles on here, and you get something. Let's make sure that there's enough on here, because I think this one might be about empty. So it's just a simple card, and then I get some glitter around the edges there. Although it didn't come out very much because I can't find what I'm looking for, which is nothing new for my area here. All right, this was my original prototype that I made with that same process, and the Radiating Stitches does not have a small rectangle, so I did this one as a happy anniversary card, added some pearls and a little bit of a ribbon there, and so this is the one I have here. Okay, now let's put that die away so I don't misplace it. And grab a piece of basic gray for my card base. One would think a little gremlin came down here and moved some of my supplies, but yes, Sharon, get your set out and use it. It's wonderful. Okay, now for this one, I also have a piece of basic white. And again, going with the basic gray and the large Magnolia stamp. I'm just going to create a bit of a background here. So you can use your stamps to create a background. Whoops, I didn't get all the leaves on there, so I have to. Sometimes when you have a large stamp, take the stamp pad to the stamp. This would make beautiful wallpaper if you like wallpaper. Or do a whole sheet of it and maybe do a one sheet wonder. It just creates a beautiful, beautiful background. Okay, now I have another piece of basic white. And on this one, I'm going to use a little bit more of the petal pink at the base of the petals. Because there might be a tinge of color on some of those petals. I don't live in an area where we have magnolia trees, so I'm not sure. Usually I look up and see what it might look like. So we're just going to go with it. In nature, you can make things whatever color you want. And then I'm going to go back to the, let's see, let's use the bullet end. Back to the soft sea foam. Because so many of the other colors that we have in green, we have so many green colors, are kind of harsh for what I want to kind of portray on here. Just doing some little flicking motions. But I think using the basic gray instead of the black works so well. And I know that Memento is our color that we typically go to when using blends, but I don't find that this bleeds at all with the basic gray. So if you don't use it very often, pull it out for some of your softer looking cards that you might want to make. Oh, I just absolutely love it. And I'm not even going to go back in and actually blend any of this. I just want that soft look. And let's grab the Magnolia Mood dies. And this has the die that goes right with this. Then it has some other background dies. This one, I'm not going to use that one today. And then other dies that match this and the leaf and this one here. Excuse me. Okay, so there are dies for the florals that match this, this, and this, and then additional ones that you can use to add to your project. So let me step over here and run this through the machine. And I always like to tape mine down because after you've done that work, you don't want to have it slip. And somehow that always seems to happen. So Post-it tape, or if you have washi tape, Post-it note, whatever really makes it work. I'm going to add that to this. And I need a sentiment die to go on here. So I'm pulling out my Everyday Details dies. And that's kind of big, but I think it will work. Told you this was a little bit on the fly today. So I can die cut that. And there are all these little dots that pop out. Sometimes you don't really need to take all of those out. Let me get back up here in the screen here. But sometimes if it looks too random, then it just doesn't look real good. So I'm going to let's see if that thank you, I don't think the thank you for being you is going to fit on this one either. Nope, because of the little dots. So let me see what I can find here. How about just sitting here next to me? Okay, there we go. This is one of my other favorite stamp sets that's also online, and it's the Sweetly Scripted with all these long, skinny sentiments. Let me grab a block, and even though part of those long, skinny things are going to get cut off, I can still get a pretty good happy birthday card. So let's pull this over. Again, using the basic gray. Ah, love it. I have used this set so much. And this one needs, I do have a bow. I thought I had a bow ready to go. There we go. And I'm going to glue this down. Pop this up. I Don't know what I'd do without Stampin' Dimensionals. And on some of this, probably the minis would be better, but this works. That one didn't come off. There we go. I think I'll pop this up too. I wasn't going to, but because it kind of caught onto the flower, there we have a happy birthday card. And forgot to put the yellow in the middle. I think I'm going to leave the bow off. What do you think? I think I will leave the bow off. But we need some bling, and I'm all out of butterflies over here. Okay, here are some blooming pearls. These are in the catalog, I believe, on page 115. And I know that because I wrote it down. Let's see what we have here. There are some gold ones here, so let's go with the gold because the other colors just don't work on this card. I only have one little one left. And let's put one there. So there we go. Sorry, things are kind of flopping around today. And here's the Stampin' on the Fly, 2 cards today. We have 2 happy birthdays. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Come back again next week, and I think we'll be working on a Christmas card. So believe it or not, Christmas is 6 months away, and we'll get ready for that. Okay, any other comments? And I want to thank you for being here today and putting up with my unorganization or disorganization in my messy studio. But have a great rest of the week. And by next week, we'll be in the middle of July already. So take care and come back soon and go and create. Bye-bye.